You simply cannot save your way to buy a house. You can't do it. I'm just telling you. Maybe a cardboard box, but not a house. You can't. Your salary isn't going up. The cost of living is going up higher than you can even save. Inflation, you cannot save your way to a property. Some people comment here and say you need to put money down. Bull. I'm just telling you. Some people will tell you don't want debt. I'm calling bull again, and I'll tell you why. You have to borrow money. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, Dave Ramsey talks about debt-free. I would like to say that he's brilliant and you should use it on credit cards, but not when you can borrow at 2.5% or even 5%. That's crazy. Don't worry about being in debt. If you can't sleep, well, then you need to talk to a psychopaeter or something. I don't know what to tell you. There's been times where the economy's gotten shaky and I lay in bed at night and I go, I hope this is going to be okay. And it always is. Just don't do something crazy like pay too much for property, right? You know, if this is the retail, you don't want to pay double for it, right? Then you're in trouble. But borrowing money for a property, for a house, where are you living now? You live in an apartment? Why not pay somebody's mortgage you actually like? You! We had some great responses on the educational videos. If you like these, that's great. If you don't, hang on, because we got new properties coming all the time. Had a couple people unsubscribe. What were you thinking? Just goofing around. I've been doing this since 1981. Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest men in the world, said 90% of all millionaires became so through owning real estate. So I didn't make this stuff up. I'm just trying to share with you some of my successes. I grew up with a single mom, welfare, food stamps. We had nothing, but we did have a house and my mom kept it. And that's what started our whole chain of wealth. If you're renting, you got to get out of the rent cycle. Just telling you. Make sure you stay to the end because I need your help and I need your opinions. We're going to look at a couple different loans. One of my favorite is a USDA loan. USDA, RHS, RD, Rural Development. There's a whole bunch of different ones, right? USDA is United States Department of Agriculture, right? They actually lend on rural properties. But wait till you see what rural properties is. Look at the state of Kentucky. I've got the graphic right here. Like Lexington and Louisville, you're ineligible. The rest of the state, pretty wide open. Look at this graphic. It's crazy. So why is USDA one of my favorites? First of all, it's a 100% loan. And secondly, today's rate today is 2.5% 30-year fixed. Dude, that's like free money. The government tells us we got 4.5% inflation. If inflation's at 4.5%, that means hopefully your salary is going to be going up as well. Cost of living index, all that other stuff. And you're borrowing at 2.5% at today's prices that you can pay off 30 years from now. You're not paying hardly any interest. I'll put a graph here to show you the difference between the principal and the interest. Of your payment, that's made up of two parts, principal and interest, right? If it's like a normal rate of like 8%, I remember when houses were 16, 21%. It's like buying a house on a credit card. What the heck's that all about, right? Before those two, you got interest and you got principal. And every month you're paying this principal down, so you're paying a little bit less interest, but you're gaining a little bit more equity. Does that make sense? But before these two, in a regular rate, my regular rate of 8%, it takes like 20-some years before they're half and half. Well, that's a long time. On a 30-year note, that's a long time. I want to see this 2.5%. Look at the graph here. This much principal, this much interest. Love that. If you're waiting to buy at these interest rates, you're in fact, back about 15 years or so, when the rates were a lot higher, I said, if it ever comes down where I can borrow at 5% for commercial rates, I'll buy everything I can, pay full retail. And I did buy some stuff, but I didn't buy like a wild man, and I should have. But that's okay. Slow and steady wins the race. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? So I'm fine with it. I didn't get in trouble. We're happy. Our equity's gone up like this. Our loan balances have gone down like this. So our equity is increasing. We're in good shape. And I've got great rates. If you can get a 2.5% loan right now, 30-year fixed, that's a great rate. Like mind-blowing. Don't be greedy and try to get it for, oh, I think it's going to go sub 2 sometime, under 2%. Whatever. Look at the difference here. I'll put another chart in here. Look at the difference between 2%, 2.5%. Look at the difference between 3.5% and 2.5%. It's not that much. On a $100,000 loan, what is it? I don't know. I'm going to put the chart here. I'll do all the research. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. If this is good information for you, it helps the channel so I can bring you more content. And comment below with any questions you have, any terms that I'm saying that you don't understand. I'm talking like wherever I'm talking. Even my son said, the dog just sat down. Even my son said, Dad, you're talking like way above even my head, and I don't even know I'm doing it. So please, if there's any terms, there's no stupid question, right? Just put it down below, and I'll personally answer it for you, I promise. And until next time, remember that home stands for happiness, ownership, memories, and equity. Ciao. I'm not a realtor, I'm not a mortgage broker. Hell, I can't even spell www. Just a test to see if everything's working. Because I want you to be in here, so I can be in here. How do you do that? Hey, hey, hey! Oh, I shouldn't do hey, 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 because then that makes it like I'm Fat Albert. Hold on, I gotta shut my phone off. And the dogs are barking. Hey, 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 it's your big buddy Brad. How's it going? I'm not a realtor, I'm not a broker, I'm not an attorney, I'm nothing. I can't wait to hear your opinions, so comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, go to our website, bluegrassteam.com/homefinder to tell us what your ideal property looks like, and we'll send it to you. Right, Mojo?